Spa-Francorchamps today, a circuit that spans 4.35 miles. There are tons of elevation changes along the way too. 19 corners making up this circuit, with 9 of those to the right and the remaining 10 to the left. This track's a great one for fans of pure speed, and the average lap speed comes close to a whopping 145 miles per hour. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. McDonald lines up on pole position, and Yuki Tsunoda completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Pierce, Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, and Verstappen, Hayes, Hamilton, Norris, and Fernando Alonso, Antonelli, Sainz, George Russell, and Ocon, Albon, Gasly, Nico Hülkenberg, and Liam Lawson, Bortoletto, Behrman, Hadjar, and Jack Doohan rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. Well, it's been a long time since I last worked with you. Good to see you again today. Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. Now, you're the racing driver in this partnership, so tell us about this racing driver. Put us in their shoes. How are they going to be feeling?
Well, you've got to be prepared, Crofty. Before you even step foot inside the car, you've got to know, you've got to have a pre-race game plan. You've watched videos before you get into the car of previous races gone by. You know where you have to place your car if X, Y or Z happens in front of you or behind you. So having this clear game plan is absolutely essential before you get in the car.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions look good. Okay, incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts. Accumulating somewhere on the MGUK. To manage this, we're going to need to lower our ERS deployment mode. Right, we've got a very worn out MGUK. Our battery charge speed is suffering, and if it gets much worse, we could be forced to retire. Now use DRS. DRS now available. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Yes, mate, I'll take that. Well done. We're really happy with the podium down here, so well done. Yes!
Well, that's an end to the sprint action. Next up, we'll set the grid for the Grand Prix. So we'll see you next